Hello, everyone. Welcome to Miami Body, Soul, and Mind Lifestyle. We are very pleased to introduce this new channel, right? That it's a holistic Facebook page. And I'm very, very grateful to introduce today a fantastic women that you will see and you will be impressed. And just to start and just to warming up, I'm going to tell you that the idea of this platform is to talk about you, right? We want to share many tools, knowledge, ideas. We can have open discussions. We want to listen to you, right? And we have several focus in different areas of the life. But to start, you will see that we will have weekly talks. Yes, 7 days a week, you will have a little nice talk, positive talks. That's what we consider that we need the most right now. And Mondays, we are starting with body care. And we were fortunate enough to bring Dr. Mary Williams to take care about this slot. So, Mary, how are you?
I'm well, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited to talk to you about how the body works in relationship to what's going on in the world. Viruses, bacteria, drugs, and anything else that people need to know. Remember that one of the things that got me involved in medicine was sports, and I'm an athlete, and so the body is very important. And to keep your body well makes you think better, it makes you feel better, and actually makes you work better. So I'm going to give you a broad view of what drugs do to the body, how to handle the drugs that are in your body, and then all the solutions that could possibly be to help you recover from drugs and alcohol, or have a family member get help. You know that in our world today, many people are involved in a lot of these situations where drugs are their life. You know, there's an opioid crisis, you hear about it in the news. And, it affects not only the person that's taking the drugs, but the family. And so I want to try to help you work through that, give you some really great information so that you have solutions to these problems in the world today.
Beautiful. And from time to time, Mary will tell us about the Mighty Max, right, Mary? Because maybe you don't know, but Mary is a Hall of Fame basketball female. So we want to hear those stories as well.
I will absolutely give you lots of stories. I have them, and I love to tell you all about it. So we'll definitely give you any information you want on that, because that's about a 2-hour show.
Definitely. Super. Welcome, Mary. Well, fantastic. Then we have a very important part, on Tuesdays. Tuesdays will be about the soul. So for talking about that, we have the incredible Sherry Hamilton. Sherry, how are you today?
Hi, Erica. Thank you so much for asking me to present this very important part of the entirety of life. I'm so happy to be able to present these particular principles, because I can tell you that I've been a chief operations officer for the better part of my business career. And after 30 years there, you see that it really takes an understanding of people and why they do what they do. It's not always the guys who have poor families that don't do well at the office, or the guys who have very wealthy backgrounds and that they do great. And I was so privileged to be able to unlock this material for myself and to be able to share it with everybody. I'm very pleased to be able to do that, because it's a gap. Many times, I can tell you from my own personal experience, I have a beautiful family. My parents are still married, and my brother, my sister, we had a great upbringing. My dad had a business. We all contributed. very happy family. We had no problems that were very, very bad problems that we couldn't get through. But I can tell you, even though I had all of that, and I was an A student, and I was the president of the school board, I still felt something empty. There's something, some piece of us as human beings, that if we don't know how to control it, it can leave us feeling empty. And I truly believe that it's this emptiness and this lack of understanding that leads to drug problems. And this is what Marie's going to talk about, that physical piece. But I can tell you that in business, in relationships, in life, that this missing piece, if you don't have that right for yourself and then an understanding of it for others, it really leaves a lot to be desired, and you're not living that life that you know inside you can live it because you're dreaming it, and you still have that power to dream it, but you keep running into something that you don't quite understand. And so I'll be very happy to present these tenets and principles that have helped me to understand it even better. And I can't wait to see everybody go, wow, the same way I did when I first found out.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Welcome, Sherry. And then, if you are not excited yet, imagine this. We will have the Mind Care Show, and we have a super trained person with a lot of experience in this area, right? And I'm very pleased to welcome Mercedes Alvarez. Mercedes, how are you today?
Well, I'm very happy to be with all you together in this holistic approach. And I'm very happy that we are going to give you information from the body, mind, how to be happier, how to improve your life in many aspects. The mind is a ground that has a lot of confusion. People are confused. And listening to Sherry of her life, I didn't have that life. My father was a very good doctor, but throughout his life, he had issues. And what was about, in the 50s, 60s, it was psychiatry. And he went into a lot of painful treatments. And then we live a very tormented childhood because there was no solution. He was getting worse and worse and worse. And he was a brilliant guy, a great father. I mean, he was a great father, a good provider. He gave me education. He inspired me to be better. But the mental part was his problem. And he was a very good doctor back in Puerto Rico. And I always was wondering, what is the mind? I asked him that, what is the mind? And he could not explain to me. And then, my quest for what is the mind? What is the mind? I went to therapies, nothing worked. And suddenly one day I stepped on this book, Dynetics. And interestingly enough, when I went to college, I went to Syracuse University. I had it all the time with me, but I never read it. Until one day I really needed to find a solution to my problems, and I read the Dynetics book. And I was amazed. I read it in one weekend, and it's like, this thick, and I could not stop because all the questions I had, they were explained. And I was like, oh my God, this is why I did da-da-da-da. Oh my God, this is why my dad da-da-da-da-da. And then I decided to, I had a career in advertising and marketing. And I said, that's it, I don't want this. And I started a new career. And it was this one, because this was the one that I really was looking for all my life. And then I started like 30 years ago helping people. I've been helping people for 30 years. And there's not a single time that the person, realizes how the mind works. So the mind, in this show, I'm gonna strip all the false information that people have out there, because all the people that I have treated, all of them have improved. So that makes, more truthful the tools that I have, which is our Dynetics. So I'm gonna start, like, I would like people to ask me questions, and if I cannot answer them in that show, I will bring you the solution, or at least with the book, I will read you the passages so you can start learning about what is your mind. After all, it's your own mind. It is not the doctor's mind or the psychiatrist's mind, it's your mind. And what it will make you is more able. So that's what I will bring you and share with you in this show. So I hope you invite me to your privacy of your phone or iPad, computer, whatever, and I will guide you through there. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome, Mercedes. Super welcome. Very good, very good. So, as you can see, we are covering Mondays, body, Tuesdays, soul, Wednesdays, mind, and then Thursdays. Thursday is a very good day for the work environment, right? To talk about the efficiency, to talk about production, to talk about your goals, to talk about your work life balance, right? And I will be the one, the fortunate one, that will share with you all what it takes and all the information and workable solutions and tools that I personally also find out, in order to be efficient. This call, it's all about personal efficiency. And believe me, I have been working more than 15 years, traveling in Latin America, seeing a lot of organizations, be in a position to help a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of, organizations in very mid, big, small sizes. And I found out certain commonalities and certain pieces that if you know about this, the performance of your company will be super amazing. The other day, I just, in the introduction of my shows on Thursdays, that is personal efficiency, I just read the definition of efficiency. And it means is do not waste time and energy. And I was just telling the people, imagine one day, just one day, 24 hours, that you do not waste time and energy at all. In simple and in silly things, right? Can you imagine the level of production with that simple definition, that you have it for yourself? So at least for me, it was fantastic. And the next day, I was just like, oof, on fire. So it is just amazing how, when you have the body in place, the soul in place, the mind in place, you have all that machine for what? For production. We want success, right? We want to produce, succeed, have more and more in life, accomplish more and more and more. And then what about the point that we spend maybe 2 or more thirds of your time, your personal life, at work, right? So it is extremely important to control that environment, to control that pieces, right, that make you a very successful person or make you a painful life, right, mostly of the time. So if you have everything in place, very, very good, very nicely laid out, and then you go work and all what you have is evaluations, setbacks, debts, problems with the people, poor relationships. Maybe you don't know even how to select your partner, right? Just to select, by selecting a business partner, you can be successful or you can go just down, very down and very deeply down. So those are the things that I'm going to share. I have been experienced with these tools with very, very, very nice results, very positive results that I want to share with you. And that will happen on Thursday. But then what? Then we say, okay, I'm pretty good, in good shape with Dr. Mary Williams. I'm pretty good. Wow, what Sherry shared, right? Oh, I can control my mind and my negative emotions, what Mercedes told me, right? And show about the genetics and so on. And oh yeah, Erica says that we need to, be productive and so. But then what? We need some tools, right? Actually workable tools and solutions. So then we have Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays, we will invite, we have scheduled Mr. Leo Oriolo. That is a professional photographer. He's not right here right now because he is, as always, working and making so much beautiful pictures, right, for his clients. But he will share with us some very specific tools for improvement. Improvement in finance, improvement in life in general, how to achieve your goals. But also he will talk about mainly about a personality test, you know, in order to discover yourself, to discover your abilities, to discover what are the things that maybe, you know, it's important to handle, maybe to put more focus on that. And he will guide us through the personality test. And then on Saturdays, we have free online courses. Yes, you listen well, free online courses. And those courses are amazing and cover study, cover marriage, cover relationships, cover fundamentals of organization, covers a lot, any piece. How to handle a teenager, for example. That's a big one, right? Well, there is an online course that can share with you some knowledge about that. So every Saturday, instead of going to Netflix or other platform, you can just click and start your course. That there are very, very short courses, but very, very powerful. And then if everything works, right? If everything wants Monday, body, soul, mind, efficiency, improvement, online courses, then what? It's all to what? It's all to achieve happiness. And for achieving happiness, we have the best of the best in the world. That is Diana Pedroni. Good morning, Diana.
Good morning, and thank you for having me in this amazing initiative that you have, where I share the screen and the passion to helping other people with all of these amazing women. Thank you for having me. And I'm going to be talking about family and happiness. And that's a very important subject because after you have all information during the whole week, the most important thing that you want to achieve in life is conquer happiness for your family. So we're going to be talking about that. Why? Because true joy and happiness are very valuable. Trying to survive every single day in a chaotic and dishonest and generally immoral society is very difficult. So, and also trust, honesty, and respect are some of the attributes we would like to see more often in people we live and work with. So to talk about that and to give you tools, a little bit of examples on how successful people are achieving their goals in life throughout having a happy and very living with common sense, which is very important, and respecting the beliefs or the ideas of others. So we're going to cover all those subjects in a very entertaining way, by the way, in happiness.
Beautiful.
Which is the idea. The life doesn't have to be this roller coaster that most of us sometimes have. We can achieve everything and anything in life by having a positive attitude, and especially with happiness. So follow us, learn about everything that we have to offer for you on Miami Body, Soul, and Mind, and I will see you soon.
Beautiful. Welcome, Diana.
Happy
And I will share with the audience just that Diana has been implementing this beautiful program that is the way to happiness, and have it implemented across Latin America. And she's very modest, but she has win a lot, and she will share, you know, with other parts of the world how this program is. Because yeah, you're right, Diana, it's kind of all the cycle, right? Must to end in happiness. But happiness is not a wish. It's something that we must to earn, right? It's something that it's kind of something that we need to even learn about it because we take it for granted. Sounds like we take it for granted, right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we think that happiness is to have things which are good, but that's not the main goal. The main goal is to have everybody around you happy, flourishing, and prospering. That's a chapter from Diana's show, and how you can achieve it well with your mind, your soul, and having a healthy body.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So, anyone would like to share anything else, just to kind of recap and end this introductory video?
I think, Erica, it's such a great progression. It's just the perfect information, and these ladies here are extremely well qualified to deliver the information. And it's just so, it hits me right now that so many people, no matter what things they have or had, that there's a lot of unhappiness, there's a lot of unrest, there's a lot of distrust of each other, and that our country and that the world, especially right now, is so much looking for, how do we come out of this? And if the viewers here are looking for simple ways that are very strategic, that are very step by step, and that are well proven, that don't involve having to be on some kind of a drug or medicine, they don't involve anything like that, that this is such a great platform and so valuable. And I really want to acknowledge you, Erica, for putting it all together.
No.
And I can't wait to see what good we can create.
Absolutely. And Marie?
And I have one last thing. Sherry and all of us are trying to do one thing. We're trying to save, if we save one person and change one person's life, we would be what we call successful. Changing and saving lives, that's what we're doing.
Fantastic. Mercedes?
Yes, I would like to thank you for this fantastic show. And I want it to grow and grow, and we reach more people, because there's so much, as I said before, so much false information out there. You receive every day, and fake news and fake information, fake Twitters and all that. And you get in confusion. And when we have stable datums of what is right and what is truth, because it has worked in a scientific way, then it starts being less chaotic, and people can start like feeling calmer. And there's a lot of fear spread out. You know, we're afraid to hug, afraid to talk, afraid this, afraid that, and that's part of the mind. And there's a chapter in the Dynetics book that talks about it. And imagine it was written 50 years ago.
Perfect, perfect. All right. So, friends in the audience, I can tell you that the worst thing, if you want to try it, the worst thing that can happen to you is that every single night you tune in at 8:30 every single night, and you will enjoy. And I promise that, and that is the commitment from all of us. You always go out with a positive note. You always go out with a tool to improve your life. You always go out of our shows with something good for you, for your family, and for your friends. That is our commitment to you. And we hope that you come, join us, and test it, prove it, challenge us, and let us know what is important for you. And we definitely will find out with the tools that we know, that we have proven ourselves, because we never will recommend something that we have not tested or proven right.
Right.
And trust us, join us, challenging us, and you will see. You will be hopefully very often positive, and with something good to share with your family and friends. So, having said that, we hope you enjoy it, and see you every night. 8:30 p.m. East Standard Time. This is Miami Body, Soul, and Mind Lifestyle. See you.
See you.
Thank you very much. They are so beautiful, huh? And they are so smart, so you can trust on them. Ciao.